Oh, oh no. I've been talking for 3 minutes. I was not on the stage, so you couldn't even hear me. Oh no. Um, anyway, so oh my gosh. Hi, Emily. It's not just you. I'm just a bonehead. And hi, not anymore. So I was kind of chatting about Mrs. Snowflake and his video today and his Reddit history that I kind of I kind of want to go read with you guys because he's unhinged. He's very unhinged. His Reddit posts are unbelievable to say the least. He what is he? His name is I can't underscore wipe, which is gross. But I will say, at least he admits that he's on Reddit, unlike every fucking other reaction channel who's saying that they aren't. Hi Moth Girl, and yes, he is extremely obsessed with Alex. He has an issue. He he thinks that she talks about him, or no, he thinks that she watches his videos, and he also thinks that she's following him around on Reddit. Which is weird because um yeah, I don't think she's following him around on Reddit, and he said that there was a person who's commenting every single time he makes a post. And he thinks that it's her because they don't understand why he's asking these questions. He doesn't know shit about Alex, and he is just trying to capitalize. Oh, that's you. He thinks it's her. Um, and he doesn't know shit about Alex, and he's trying to capitalize on her huge hate following. And I think that's slimy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do think it's slimy to uh like glom onto this. Like he thinks that he's really cute because she tried to strike his channel or whatnot. And I think it makes him look stupid. Um, but here, let's read some of his posts. This is one that I shared on YouTube as a reason why I think that he's very unhinged. This is his first post on Reddit. He made a list of why Dukers is problematic. Why are you making a list about her? Any links to verifiable information will be helpful. I'm making a clear and concise video, and I want to cover all bases and show as much proof as possible. I have some of the things I will discuss below. Things Alexandra needs to address. Why she didn't mention the name or relation to the victim in her 4-minute and 44-second video. This man, I need to know how old he is, and I need to know, like, what makes him think that he deserves answers to any of these questions. That's number one. And number two, who in their right mind would think this was ever a good idea? To mention the name of the victim. Wow. Why she wrote another letter in 2023 and it did not address it in her 4-minute and 44-second video. Why she goes to Fort Lauderdale every year, same location as father. Saying you were in a dark place and couldn't film, yet we see plenty of vlogs where you're clearly not in a dark place. These people are sick. Like, do they want to see her writhing around in pain, talking about depression, taking Zoloft and Xanax and Prozac or whatever she may take? I could see him doxing her. You're right to be worried about that, Moth Girl, because he is a loose cannon. It's extremely strange that he even thought to suggest that she should do that she should name his victim. No matter how stupid you may be, that would never be something that should cross anyone's mind. And then he says, unimportant things, copyright strikes, copyright music. So now she's not allowed to use the music that she wants to use in her own videos. You're right, Moth Girl. He has no morals. Is his username a reference to that one fat activist lady or their partner that wrote an article about that? Yes, I think it's about Amber Lynn. He is worse than PP. He posted a map to her father. I think striking him was fine, but I think that it also gave him a sense of importance and like he mattered. And I think her striking him really made his channel blow up because he's insane and that's really what they want. So I wish she would have just left him as an insignificant little loser like he actually is. Yeah, I didn't know that he posted a map to her dad. That's very bizarre. And the thing is, they're trying to catch her in something that she admits. She says that she goes to Fort Lauderdale. She's never made that a secret. And the dad does not own Fort Lauderdale. And if her and her mom every year have been taking a trip to Fort Lauderdale, maybe they want to go there anyway. Maybe they just like the area. Maybe they're seeing his family and she does not owe anybody that explanation. If she's saying, I feel like if she says, I don't have a relationship with my dad, we should just respect that. Like, you don't have to question everything. Like, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Heaping scoops when measuring sugar stuff. Why does he care? Why does he care? Why she made her video 4 minutes and 44 seconds? Who gives a shit? Why is she filtering comments? I mean, hello. She's getting a ton of shitty ass comments from losers like you. Like, and then, okay, well, at least some of these people are not stupid. No one should be mentioning the victim ever, if that's what you meant in point 1. Yeah, no one should ever be mentioning her name. Alex should have said that her father repeatedly essayed a 15-year-old that was known to him if saying that she was his adopted daughter would be giving away too much information publicly. You don't have to tell anyone what they should be saying. And she did word it improperly, and I didn't like how she worded it, but you can't tell somebody how they're supposed to word something. If you don't like how they worded it, then don't watch them anymore. Is it public information that it was his adopted daughter? Yeah, it is fucking now. If it wasn't before, look at, I mean, there's 5,000 people talking about it every single day. banging on about it over and over and over again, and it means nothing. Is it public information that it was his adopted daughter? But yes, definitely her identity should never be revealed. Except when New Hampshire girl decides that she is going to comb through every single solitary thing that has been posted online and find her name and then look her up on Instagram and then report back to Discord what she's doing. That's weird. But yeah, so that's his first post on Reddit. And then he says, "Thank y'all for the feedback. It's helping me out tremendously. Things like the victim's name went over my head. Genuinely was not thinking." So he, a grown ass man who apparently, according to Moth Girl, is in his 30s, it went over his head that the victim, a 15-year-old victim, should not be named. That went over his head. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with what he did. These people are insane. They want to hold Alex's feet to the fire for every single thing that she does. And he wants Alex to serve. Now imagine if Alex made a video. That would be abhorrent. If Alex made a video naming her father's victim, that's weird. That's very strange. Okay. Then he says, this man okay, he is giving incompetent, stupid man who doesn't know how to do anything himself. He needs the help of these women on this message board to give him, to spoon feed him every piece of information about Alex. He's got his channel, he's making money from it, but he needs them to spoon feed him information about Alex. I need some help finding the public information / court docket about Alexandra's 2 letters she wrote. Are you kidding? You've made at least 5 videos before this 3 days ago about the fucking letters. And you need other people to direct you to where to find the letters? Excuse me? Honey Bison. I honestly, I like listen to all of them. I listen to them in the background while I'm working because I do a lot of, work that just allows me to sit here and listen. Her voice sounds like she had her jaw wired shut, and yeah, like she's always like clenching. Every time it drives me crazy. And I know that, somebody's going to comment like, I don't like your voice. I don't care. How about that? I don't care. You don't have to like anything about me. Like, but I don't like, I think she sounds like she thinks her shit doesn't sting. Like, oh, I'm formerly fat and totally fed up. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares. The Gaunt School. She's like really proud of herself, which is fine. She lost weight and that's great. But you weren't morbidly obese. And you haven't been morbidly obese your entire life. So it feels like you should shut up about the experiences of folks that have been morbidly obese their entire lives because you don't actually know what their struggles are because that's not something you've experienced. So yeah. And the fact that she has She has what, 20,000 followers, and she thinks she's Queen of Sheba. She's sitting over there on her throne talking about how you can pay $10 a month to get a postcard from her. You gotta be kidding. Who is paying $10 a month for the honor of getting a postcard from that complete bore? No, I don't think so. But yeah, he needs help. I need help finding all this. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I'm sure people are rushing to sign up because who wouldn't want a postcard from Honey Bison, honestly. Oh, and thank y'all for the help. I found them. You mean after people directed you where to go and what to do, you found them? Oh, he's absolutely crazy. Like, I do appreciate all links to helpful information, doing my best to cite my sources. You fucking fool. You don't have any sources of your own. You are literally coming to Reddit for every single thing about your video. Keywords: Roger A. Thomas, registered sex offender, arrested July 2006, Fort Lauderdale. Like, what? What? Can't wait to see your report. So he said, we're going to go and we're going to watch his video real quick where he says someone's following him around on every post. I haven't seen this mysterious someone who we found out today is our friend not anymore. Love it. Oh, need help finding links to as many of Duker's YouTube videos where she visits Fort Lauderdale. Bitch. Go on YouTube and go Alexandra Rodriguez, Fort Lauderdale. He needs to do his own research. You're making money off of YouTube to make these videos, and you're telling everyone that they need to help you find things? Come on. This guy is a lazy YouTuber. That's what we call it. It's actually Lauderdale by the Sea. Totally different thing. She usually goes in March around spring break. These people, I am so serious when I say these people literally know every single thing she does. They know every pattern. They know every single place she goes, when she goes, how she goes. They are obsessed with her. Obsessed with her. Her dad's address is public since he's a registered sexual predator, not just offender. Oh my God, when they calculated how much caffeine she's drinking, I don't need people like that in my life, because I'm sure there's days of my life where I'm consuming more caffeine than probably should be typical. Those are not the kind of people that I want in my life. And then, like, it's sad because I see people on there doing that, and then I'm like, are people calculating how much at work? Are people calculating how much caffeine is going in my system? I would be mortified. Like, I'm a gossip. I want to know it all. Give me every bit of information. There's no such thing as TMI. Like, please give it all to me. But I would not sit there and calculate anybody's calories, anybody's sugar, anybody's caffeine. I hardly have time to think about the caffeine that I'm consuming. let alone anybody else's. But these are busy wives and mothers and people that, really took care of their kids extremely well, according to them. So, you know, the Dunkin' Donuts, CVS, and restaurants they go to are all within walking distance of the hotels. How the fuck does she know all this? They secretly purchased her mother's dog, Cha Cha, from a puppy mill next door and were hiding it. They don't have to tell everything they do, though. The store posted a picture of them purchasing the Shih Tzu, and you could hear a dog bark in one of the vlogs in the hotel room, even though dogs weren't allowed. It was an impulse purchase, and they didn't want people to know they got it on vacation. I can list the restaurants in a bit. Let me know what else you need. I live here. Can you imagine? She's probably on the lookout for Alex. How did they find out when he was getting married? And how they suspiciously went to Orlando to Disney on the same week that he was getting married? Come on now. What? Where did we get the information that he was getting married? Because I never heard that and I never saw it. I'd love to know where they have the proof. Yeah, it's a strange coincidence. And a good way for Alex the Hut, my Dixie wrecked, oh my God, to hide her trip to her pedo daddy's wedding. However, the dumb fuck doesn't realize that there are people who live in Florida that know that you can get to Lauderdale by the sea from Orlando in 3 hours or less. So what? Who cares? So now they're not allowed to go to any part of Florida. Weren't people asking, like, why didn't you go to a different part of Florida? And now she's not allowed to go to that part of Florida either. Oh, good Lord. I know she specifically mentions visiting her dad at the, oh my God. These people are so, yeah, the names. Yeah, hiding the dog was weird, but I think what was even weirder is that they found out. Like, people have eyes on her. Like, they are tuned in because she never said anything about the dog. Somebody went and found the post where they got the dog. Whew. Yeah. And Moth Girl, the new names are spurred on by this dipshit who calls her Big Al, Dookie Dingleberry Rodriguez, and all these other things. Where did he come up with that? Dookie Dingleberry. Like, he's just riding coattails of people who called her Dukers. He doesn't even know. I would wager a bet that he does not even know why she's called Dukers by these people. He doesn't care. He just wants to make his little jokes and do whatever. Oh, here he is again. Researching Roger Thomas and need clarification. I need to make sure that the guy I circled is Duker's dad. I think it's the same guy from Skeletons in the Closet video, but I need other people to help clarify. He is unreal. Dukers. Oh, so just wondering, but what can you do with this info? This is what he was talking about. Just gotta wait and see. Okay, I'm waiting. My Dixie wreck. There is a lot that can be done. Forgive the vagueness. I don't know what the OP is planning to do with the information, but I don't want to ruin their momentum. What? If you don't know shit about Alex, don't make videos. Or if you're going to make videos, do your own research. I think what really irritates me the most is when people start focusing on somebody that they know nothing about, and instead of doing the research that they need to do to find out who this person is and what the rhetoric really is, they ask other people to give them the information. So then you're getting secondhand information. You're getting second or even third hand information. So then you could be giving the wrong information, just like that skeletons in the closet video where she wrongly pointed out that Alex's dad was walking beside her when she was walking down the aisle and he wasn't. So she's presenting false information and never addressed it. And yeah, and I don't like that. Like, I feel like if you're going to react to something, you should know about the person. And, I think that people like Priscilla, I don't buy that Priscilla was a longtime Alex watcher. I think that she was a fan of FFG. She saw what FFG was doing, but Amber and Chantal are oversaturated in the market. So she wanted to find somebody that she could be the FFG for. And I think she realized that Alex was an easy target. So she did that. I don't know about Tara. I have no idea. I go back and forth with her. Maybe she did watch her. Who the hell knows? And Nella, I don't believe for a damn second that she was watching Alex. I don't believe it. I really don't. Like, Nella, not a chance in hella. No. And who else is there? We know, I don't know about Snowy reactions. I don't know her background. I don't know the lore around her. She doesn't really have lore around her. And then I think, and we know Mr. Snowflake. No, we know Honey Bison didn't. But we definitely know that this guy did not watch her. Oh, here he is. Dookie Dingleberry took my video down for harassment, but it's just from the letter she wrote in 2023 where I did not blank out her address at all. I think she's scared of my video coming out. He's such an ass. Oh, New Hampshire gal said you didn't blur out her address. That's why. Yeah, Mama Goob admits it though. I feel like, okay, so I'm not Mama Goob's biggest fan, but she does admit that she didn't watch Alex, and she does admit that she's jealous of her. So, I mean, we take wins where we can with these people. Why is this not working? Do you want to watch Mama Goob or Mrs. Snowflake? Yeah, I feel the same about about Mama Goob. I feel like she can at least admit, like, she can admit some things. She's not like lying through her teeth all the time like the other a-holes. Oh, how about Tara? Has Tara Ozempic embarrassment. She did it yesterday. Tara can't even hit 1,000 views. Sad. Poor Tara. Okay. We're going to watch a little bit of Tara because she's always a weirdo. Really, really do. The big three don't even really upload in a good frequency anymore. Like, none of them are really, like,
Good
what's his face
afternoon,
is
everyone.
blasting
Country
past
Chichi.
Tara.
Oh,
That's for
welcome.
sure.
I hope everyone is having a great. What is it? It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Turn the music down.
Yeah, Tara's never gonna get a real following.
I just thought I'd put it at the beginning. I'm not going to play it during the whole thing because it just distracts me, and I don't know if it's playing louder for y'all than it is for me or what. So, anyhow, how you doing? Hope everyone's great. I have to play catch up because I've been busy. Kids were home this weekend. Now they're back at school, and I was busy Monday morning. Did not have time to get to Sunday's video. And what did I do yesterday? Yesterday I went out and mowed what the parts that my child missed. So I mowed what he missed and what he couldn't get to because he was afraid to go in tight spots with the big 0-turn mower. It was his first time to try it out. So I did learn that, when he gives me warning about a giant spider web, that I should probably pay attention to it because when I say I felt like I was playing Red Rover and getting clotheslined by a damn spider web branch.
She is painfully boring. I hate when she talks about her kids because she always says that Alex sounds resentful towards Anderson, and I don't know. I don't pay that close of attention. I think that Alex is always kind of the same. She does get a lot more excited when she's talking about food. I will say she's extremely food motivated and she has the eye on the food all the time. In today's video, she talked about pre-making fall treats so that they're perfected when fall comes along. And I'm like, I've never put that much thought into a fall treat. Like, literally, I've made pumpkin brownies or whatever, pumpkin whatever bread. I have never in my life been like, I have to perfect my fall bread in August before fall comes along. And then I need these things to eat. I was like, oh my Lord.
Or whatever you want to call it. That's what I felt like yesterday. He told me.
I think we know from Tara's old vlog that she wanted to be an online presence. And I think that she tells these personal anecdotes because she still thinks that people care about her life, even though people are just here for Alexandra hate. I think it's a lot, in my opinion. I think it's really disordered. It's worrisome, but it's also, I think that it's one of the only things she feels safe talking about. So I do think that there's a reason to her rhyme, if that makes sense, of why she's doing it. Because I think that she doesn't have a lot that she feels comfortable talking about online anymore. So I think that she became food focused because of that. More food focused. Because I think that she always has had, obviously, a food related issue. But I do think that it has been exacerbated over the past couple of years. Yeah, but I also think, like, look at how even her quote unquote hate channel, quote unquote, why am I quote unquoting it? What her hate channel, even her hate channel is not getting good views, and she's not getting a good following because she sucks. And even people that really hate Alex also really don't like her. So that's pretty crazy because people are like, they will gravitate toward anyone to talk about Alex. Mrs. Snowflake, Carrie, Keeping Up Cute, or oh my God, what is it? Cuties, whatever. Oh, what is it? Kick. Keeping It Cute. Oh my gosh. Whew, my brain. They'll follow anyone. They would follow a brick wall that was talking about Alex, but they do not want to follow Tara. Keeping It Cute. I can't believe I couldn't think of her name.
Mom, there's 2 of the orb weaver spiders under a specific tree. So, I didn't get to mow around the bottom of it because I didn't want to disturb them.
Tara.
Because that is the rule in the house, is if it is a web orb web weaver, whatever it's called, we call them Charlottes, but if they're outside, we just leave them, let them be. And I don't like spiders. I don't like spiders. So it takes a lot for me to leave them be. And there's a lot of discussion going in when they are in my vicinity. Like, it's a big long discussion. Hey, you're cool here as long as you are not in my safe space or my bubble, or at my eye level where I need to be. Otherwise, we discuss relocation services, and we don't kill them. They just get relocated to another part of the farm that is not going to be. They're not going to be disturbing anyone. So they were in. I was in their space.
Charlotte's Web? She's relocating spiders on her farm. You've got to be kidding me. She calls somebody to do that? I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. She's an idiot. She thinks anybody believes she's calling relocation services over a spider? Like, she's insane.
And it's kind of embarrassing to say, but like,
is it embarrassing to say? Because you're not embarrassed by much these days.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to a new.
I mean, you come on here looking like this, and this is not an embarrassment. All right.
Vlog. It is. Wait, I got to give you the specific number. It is so chilly this morning, and it's.
Oh my God. Why?
Me all the fall feels 54 degrees. That's right, honey. It is 54 degrees, honey.
Don't, you know what? Fetch is going to happen before sunny happens. Come on.
54 degrees.
Then is gonna happen before sunny happens. Mean Girls. Yeah, I'm Gen X, and I know Mean Girls quotes. So, like, she's done this already. You already made this joke, Tara. Fetch, whatever. Who cares? She's just
And he's eating breakfast
gosh,
now.
What a boring
He's in his high chair here.
loser.
So I thought, because it is so cold, I am going to need a sweatshirt. So I went into the other closet and I busted out one of our.
Oh, why are we pausing? Come on. Like, seriously. You were fine.
Oh,
were
I'm
fine.
buzzing.
And here we are.
Seriously?
I get you don't want to be playing her. Sometimes I don't want to either, but why are we doing this? You computer, internet, website. Let's I'm looking for backup. Hold on.
So,
Because you guys know
I seriously hate when she talks. Like, it's like, come on. Like, she cannot form a coherent sentence to save her life. Really. Yeah. It really upsets them if she's happy. It really bothers them. Even just the prospect of her being happier than they are. It upsets them a lot. And, I don't think it would take a lot to be happier than they are because they all seem extremely miserable. But they're mad about her making money online and good money, enough money to support herself, to have $1 million home, to, support her husband being off for multiple months and all kinds of things. They don't like that. So they have to disparage it because they don't like it. And the thing is, and another thing, Tara herself stays at home and has her husband out there working. So she doesn't work. She's not actually doing anything for her money either. She lives with her mom, so she's probably not paying for a house, for housing. And there's a lot of other things that she is not in the real world about. But she wants to single out Alex because she has something that they want. And it's not her looks. Like, I'm so sick, and I've said this already so many times. I'm so sick of them coming on to Reddit with really bad screenshots of Alex and saying, jealous of what? What am I jealous of? As if her body is the only thing you could possibly be jealous of. And it's not. Like, she has a husband that's not disgusting and dirty like Tara's husband. She was able to get pregnant and give birth naturally, which I think really does trigger a lot of them. I understand that infertility is a sensitive topic. But the way that they have talked about somebody else's pregnancy and parenthood and birth story and all of these other things, I think that talking about them being jealous of her ability to get pregnant, I don't think that that's unwarranted. And she's not ugly. She's not. Like, if you put Alex in a lineup with Tara and Nella and Priscilla, it's not like anybody would be saying, like, running from in fear away from Alex. Like, they're all, normal looking people besides Tara. Tara's not normal looking. Neither is Priscilla. What am I saying? Nella could be normal, but she has a very disgusting personality and nasty personality. That shines. Shines. So anytime I see her, I think of her gross personality. Oh my God, please. Yeah, Alex is, out of all of them, would be the best looking. By a long shot. Tara really believes that she's something special, and she says it a lot. Nella, I really do think that her looks are impacted by her personality with me. Tara is just ugly through and through. And I mean, we all know Kick is, depressing would be the one thing that I would say about that. Mrs. Snowflake looks like freaking Beavis. His hair, like, I swear I need to know his hair care routine. What is he doing? Is he like taking like a hair dryer and blowing it up like this style? It's unbelievable.
I don't like to.
What I will say about Nella though, I hate, and sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. I hate that she comes on talking about how much better she is than Alex, and when she used to be a big back like that and all these other things. And she has the same BMI as Alex. And we've looked that up together before too. But she has the same BMI as Alex because she's a lot shorter than Alex. So I just think it's shady to come on and talk about how you've lost all this weight and how you are in a much better boat than Alex, and you are the same BMI as Alex is currently. You may be 230 pounds versus her 270, whatever. But that puts you at the same BMI as she is. So
Go through her channel. There is no reason for me to go through her channel.
also, it bothers me that Tara really thinks that she's like an important person, or it makes her a better person that she is in contact with Nella and Priscilla. Like, she always wants to bring it up. She always wants to call attention to it. And it's embarrassing for her. She's how old is she, Moth Girl? 46? I'm not watching Tara anymore. Sorry. She's so friggin' boring. Let's see if Mama Goop has any rage to share with us today. Sometimes she can be really entertaining. Oh, and one thing I'll say about Nella, a lot of the time when I see her, she's showing her nails and they're like really dirty underneath. And I'm like, are you digging in dirt? What are you doing? It's so gross. Like, I don't like nails are one of the first things that I look at. Teeth, nails, shoes. Those are the things I look at when I first see a person. Her teeth are fine, but her nails, oh my gosh. And I think that's why Krusty gets a lot of shit from me, because she doesn't even take pride in her smile. There's so many different things that she could do. She's saying that she has PCOS and I'm making her feel bad because she has PCOS and whatever, but you can get a flipper, at least a flipper for that tooth. You do not need to walk around with a missing tooth that people can see. You don't need to do that, but you're choosing to do that. And then you want to have the nerve to talk about other people and the way that they look and the way that they're leaving the house. Excuse me? Where is that coming from? Where's it coming from? Amberlynn Reed? Where is this sound coming from? Yeah, I don't get it either. It's crazy. And you know what? I started watching Mama Goop's video, and this woman gets on her camera and says, I've been thinking about the shooting that happened in, oh, I don't know, was it Michigan or Minnesota? Lady, you're sitting here talking about it and you don't even know where it happened? What? And she goes, especially since, well, we're going to watch it, but she's like, I went to Catholic school. My sons went to Catholic school. What does that have to fucking do with anything? What? Why does everybody make everything about themselves? Like, you went to Catholic school, so what? So what? And then that's another thing. That if Alex doesn't mention it in tomorrow's vlog, no, is it tomorrow? No, in Sunday's vlog or somewhere, she's gonna get a bunch of shit because they want her to mention every world event, everything that happens. Ah, hi T Dub. They want Alex to save the world, to change the world, to make the world a better place, and you're not allowed to not mention something when you've got a freaking account where you talk about coffee and your son and I don't know, Amazon clothes. Like, it's not like she's some news reporter like Devon.
Are off to a good start. Guys, these pants.
Oh, and I want to update everyone that our girl Devon bought her first home at the ripe age of 54. So golf claps. Golf claps for Devon.
Are fabulous. Yes. Okay.
Everything grabs her in the crotch.
Okay.
Except her husband.
Oh,
Okay. No, for real.
Goob, shut the hell up. This is not the one that I meant to watch. But that's obnoxious. I hate that they do that. Who cares if some crusty man
morning, beautiful
does
people.
not want to touch you? I mean, stop. Stop it. Oh, wait. Is this her most recent video? Oh, no. This was live. Today's was live. Devon bought her first home. She got kicked out of the Airbnb for some ungodly reason. I don't know what the reasoning was for her getting kicked out of the Airbnb, but I think that at 54 years old, if I've been kicked out of my last two residences in the span of a couple weeks, I would probably question what I'm doing rather than talking about how terrible other people are. Goober always looks like so petrified. Oh, and I don't know if anybody I'm like all over the place. I'm so sorry. I feel I just like some random things hit me. Goob said that Papa Goob thinks that she should have sued Alex. Sued Alex for what? Come on. I wanted to ask, I hope she does a Q&A about it, because how do you go from my roommate's paying off my car, I'm living with a roommate at the age of 54 because I can't afford my own home, and then needing to rush off to the Airbnb because you can't lease an apartment, but she closed on her home the other day. So I thought that was a little bit weird. Is this her home office, or did she actually do all of this for YouTube? It's weird. It's very strange. Oh, but T-Dub, Joe Biden forgave her loans. They were canceled. So all is well in the world because she thinks she paid it all off. I was very confused. I keep going on about this. I was very confused about her story because she first said that every 7 years she would put the loans into forbearance, unless I misunderstood. I thought she was saying that she put the loans into forbearance and they never told her that the interest would keep accruing on it, even with when she was putting it in forbearance. And then she started talking about how she paid $45,000 for $30,000 worth of loans, which anybody in the free world knows that when you take loans, you're going to pay more than what you owe. I mean, like, that's just the way it is. Bunch of furniture off Marketplace to create a YouTube filming set. Oh, okay. She got it off Marketplace then. The rest of the room is a bunch of junk and clutter. At least we don't have to stare at her ugly kitchen and her KitchenAid. I do think it's funny that she has to get all of her crap off Marketplace and pinch pennies for everything she gets, and her
Okay, people are
husband's got a
starting to
boat
trickle in.
and a trailer and this and that.
Hello, textbook committee, Kay Holmes.
She
Gonna give it a few more minutes
She
here.
never looks happy. She always looks just like a sad panda. This is just, I'm wondering if she maybe was able to take, like, I know one of her sons is like
While
living
we're
at home
waiting,
with
I
a
want to
girlfriend,
see
so
if
maybe
this.
I'm moving
over
to Saskatchewan. Is this creepy or cute?
the other
What do you
son's
think?
room.
Oh my god, why do I love this so much?
Oh, that's
They are
hideous. I would not want I would not want that in my house.
While we're waiting, I want to see if this.
I'm moving to Saskatchewan. Is this
Why did
creepy
she
or
have to
cute?
play that again?
What do you think? Oh my god, why do I love this so much?
All right. Well, the audio seems to be working, so that's good. Hello, Marin Bella, Kathy Webb. How is
is she
everybody
doing?
today? What's going on? Anything good?
The way she asks, it's hilarious. What's going on? Anything good? She would
Whidbey
be such a
Island,
drag.
WA. Is that Washington? Kathy.
She has to do all that while her husband, her disgusting, obese, sweaty, probably alcoholic husband who is disgusting, may I say again, is posting horrible memes and following like those accounts that post half nude photos and things. Repulsive. That's a great word for. And I don't even want to call him what she calls him. Like, his name is Jason. That's what we're going to call him. He is a bigot. He loves his beer and his hunting. He sure does. And he gets his Starlink. He gets his trailer. He gets his boat. He gets his everything. And Mama Goob has to get her YouTube furniture off the side of the frickin' road. When you said bigot, I don't know if anybody obviously I'm sure other people have seen The Family Stone, but it's one of my favorite movies. And when she's like talking about how they just think she's the bigot bitch from Bedford, that's what that's what Papa Goob is. Beer drinking bigot bitch from wherever, the beach. I don't know where they're from. Are they from Palm Beach? No. West Palm Beach. If anybody knows the Roni argument, West Palm Beach or Palm Beach. And he's a complete friggin' misogynist. I can't stand that man. You have to watch it. It's such a good, like, Christmassy movie. And it has Sarah Jessica Parker and Dermot Mulroney. Is that his name? Dermot Mulroney? No. I think, maybe. She has to bake bread with her full fat butter.
Kathy Webb? Sorry. I put
And
my
you know what? She
glasses
does
on
seem really
thinking
bitter.
that
I
I
was
was gonna
watching this video. I keep pausing it, so sorry. But yeah, the guy from My Best Friend's Wedding. Is that the guy that's in it? I mix him and the guy from While You Were Sleeping up all the time. But I'm pretty sure it's Dermot Mulroney that's in The Family Stone. And While You Were Sleeping is another huge favorite of mine. And Diane Keaton, how did I forget her? Luke Wilson, Rachel McAdams. It's Dermot Mulroney, yes. And Coach, the guy from Coach. There's nothing wrong with her kitchen per se. It's just like, yeah, not updated. But it's also, they love to talk about Alex. I think that's a huge thing that that I've come to the conclusion of. Like, I say things about them that I wouldn't otherwise say. And I know I sound like Priscilla, but still. That I wouldn't otherwise say because they talk so much shit about Alex about these things, like her cluttered kitchen. It's like, look behind you. Mama Goop.
Be able to see? That's so silly. Of course I'm not able to see. So today was like
Oh,
another
but I
hectic
paused
day.
it. So I think that she is so bitter because of her surgery, and she was telling her husband that she's not even interested in eating anymore, which
In the goob world.
I think that makes her bitter.
So I figured let's react to this live. I just did not have a chance to record today. So I had a orthodontist appointment this morning. So that like took a huge bite out of my morning. And of course I go to the gym. Hello, that one chick. Yay, Washington. So I've been to Washington State once when I went on my cruise to Alaska. I'm not so keen on
It
Seattle,
looks
but I
built in.
do love like we
Oh,
took a drive to Mount Rainier. Oh my god.
I am getting my days mixed up, but I think here is she's
That was so
crazy.
beautiful. Definitely don't have anything like that in Florida. Let's see. So what's going on?
But then what would her husband spend on his beer and his Starlink and his trailer and his boat and the canopy for the trailer? He wouldn't be able to do any of that if she spent any bit of money on updating her own kitchen.
Tell me something good. What else are you guys watching besides this idiot?
Why did she do this? Hi, Wawa.
I've been into the what's his name? Emmanuel Humbro. I'm not going to remember his name, which is sad. I've been watching that, and
What
that
is
is
she talking
heartbreaking.
about?
I've been
Emmanuel
trying to stay
Humbro.
away from the shooting in Michigan. Oh my god, I'm so bad. It's Michigan or Minneapolis. Sorry about that. I think it's Michigan. That upsets me to my core, especially
If it
because I
upsets
went
you
to
to your
Catholic
core,
school. My kids
he
went to
would
Catholic
friggin'
school.
remember where it took
You know,
place.
when you're in church, you are a sitting duck because you're not paying attention who's coming in and out. And that's part of the reason why I don't really go to church anymore.
She doesn't go to church? Miss, you need to have your baby baptized before they ever leave the home? Doesn't go to church? No.
So scares me to be in those closed, facilities that anybody could walk in. But yeah, I've been watching that murder of the little boy, that the father, Jake, not from State Farm, no internet connection. Let's see how you do over there.
What do you think? Oh my god, why do I love this so
No, I
much?
hate this.
Because you're shallow.
They are done. Oh.
She's gonna pick them up and eat them.
Those,
Don't worry.
I'm sorry, those cider donuts are awful. They look bad. They look really pale. Oh, sorry, Moth Girl. It's over now.
Let's skip this. Actually, just mute it.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to a new vlog. We are going to have so much fun today. I figured we could do like a pre-fall summer ween vlog and kind of just like get in the fall spirit. I have on my gingham dress and I feel like this is kind of summer ween energy, or maybe it's just
kind of too tight energy, and yeah.
At the top here, I'm not really seeing how it's too tight. I actually think it fits better than a lot of the other things that she wears. Like, I usually notice like the straps digging into her shoulders and stuff like that. I don't think I see that with this.
giving picnic table. But Sunny and I were out this morning running some errands, and he just went down for his morning nap. So I'm about to put away our groceries in the vlog today. I'm so excited. I think I'll have time to do it while he's napping if I get my button gear here.
I love Christmas so bad. I love it down. I love it. I love it. I want to feel the Christmas spirit. Sometimes I will just watch Christmas movies or a like Vlogmas of somebody, and I think Alex really does have very cozy Vlogmas, even though even when there was a time that I didn't really like her that much, like more than I don't like her now, whatever. I would still watch her Vlogmas because I feel like she's like just a really cozy Vlogmaser. Like I really liked her early Vlogmases though, when she would go shopping with. I feel like I've talked about this already, but yeah, I love her Vlogmas. It's bad. Yeah, like it's. I wouldn't consider it super tight to the point where you have to talk about how tight it is.
So in the mood for apple cider donuts, and I want to like start.
We know you live for that stuff. Oh, by the way, apparently she might have struck Mrs. Snowflake again, but she struck him for community guidelines. I don't know. I was trying to find the Reddit post. I thought I read that. I couldn't find it. Maybe she unstruck him, but yeah, not only that. So community guidelines are very different from copyright. Copyright's more of a court thing, but community guidelines, you got to really be careful with it, which is part of why I was avoiding before it all came out that before she admitted it about her PDF father, because I just didn't want to even go there. But God bless Mrs. Snowflake, but he's got to be careful.
Now perfecting and finding my go-to WW friendly fall treats.
Hi, Bach. So it did annoy me. Like I was on Reddit today, and I actually do like Megan Ann, and I think that she objectively makes videos that she's not just making videos just simply to hate somebody, which I can respect that, and that's the kind of reaction channel that I like. And I saw on Reddit that they were talking about how she was too mild and she wasn't mean enough and she didn't ramp it up enough, and they just really they don't want her quote unquote exposed, because Megan Ann did say something about the letters. She said that it was wrong. She said that the way that she spoke about it was wrong. They just want somebody to verbally eviscerate her. They don't want somebody to talk about anything in a calm way, or to say, she did it, it was wrong, and not be like, I hate that dumb bitch for doing that or whatever. That's what they really want out of people. And it's kind of crazy to hear them admit it. No, they were on Reddit saying that she wasn't hard enough on Alex and all these other things. Hold on. Someone made a post that said like, ooh, she's in trouble now because Megan Ann made a video and she has 116,000 subscribers. So then someone said, never mind, y'all. Please disregard this. Megan was way too soft. As Alex would say, let's just move on. Another person said, I liked her other videos on YouTubers, but she was way too soft on Alex last time, and even said she didn't understand why people dug up stuff about her dad. And then they said she was soft this time too. And I like that Megan Ann is a bit more empathetic than the average reactor, but sometimes I feel she's way too forgiving because she sees herself in the people she's reacting to. And this is one of those times. Someone called her an Alex fangirl and said that she still is. Poorly researched video. Good point. A number of these reactors in this subreddit also have the receipts, like links to the Broward County court records, which our good friend, Mrs. Snowflake, had to go there and ask for. But whatever. Yeah, they didn't like Megan Ann's video. I read her comment section. She didn't know of the second letter N that Roger tried contacting his victim on social media. The fuck? How are you going to make a reaction to a video and not have all the facts? You know, I guess you would rather have somebody spread facts that are not true. Facts that aren't true. Things that aren't true, like skeletons in the closet. Mrs. Snowflake. Oh my God. I cannot stand Beavis. I really cannot. They're mad that she didn't lose any subscribers from it. They are so pissed.
So I want to start working on those and finding some staples.
And I guess it happened yesterday or something. One of the videos I was watching of Mama Goob, she was saying, I thought she said she had an orthodontist appointment. Yeah, I wish they would stop fucking talking about it, Moth Girl. It is old news. It's irritating. She's already admitted to it. If you cannot handle watching her with the things that she said, just switch it the fuck off and stop talking about her, because you are just creating more of a ruckus around her than if you just left it alone. I've noticed that the gay men that react to Amberlynn, Alex, Chantal, they are the kind of men that hate women and want to disparage women. And then when people talk about how they hate women and want to disparage women, they say, well, I don't hate women, I'm gay, or whatever. They use their gayness as a shield for them hating women and wanting to knock women down a peg. It just drives me crazy because they are the worst. Zachary Michael is a hot mess. Jordy, don't watch him, but have heard a lot of crazy shit about Jordy. The ankle, is that the one that was like, was it Beck that went to the ER for cramping, or was it Destiny? He acted like, why would you go to the doctor for cramping? And and Hecticana, he's not gay, but I will add him in here. He tries to act like he's above it all. Hecticana drives me crazy when it comes to Amber. They all clutch their pearls and want to talk about all of these horrible things that Amber does, but they're not willing to examine the things that they're doing. Yeah. Zachary Michael, his Reddit really fell off after the person who is presumed to be Rosie stopped posting, but I used to love to take a little scroll through his subreddit.
So I already know I love my chocolate chip banana bread. I think I want to try to do a pumpkin version of that. I want to try to make these apple cider donuts. If you didn't know, I used to work at
So I said this to Papa Goob the other day. It's like I just
Oh, but so Mama Goob, I was just talking about this and it slipped my mind because I was saying something else. She was talking the other video about how she went to an appointment and then she went to the gym and it took her 20 minutes to get somewhere that should have taken her 15 or should have taken her 5 or something. And she was behind a bus of young kids getting on a bus, probably their first day of school. And she said she rolled down the window and said to the parents, "How do you miss your kids if they never leave?" Can you imagine this bitch driving up to you, Sid from Toy Story, rolling her fucking window down and saying, "How do you miss your kids if they never leave?" I would be like, lady, just roll your friggin' window right back up because you don't want to deal with me today. How do you miss your obese children? Get a life. Like, she's unbelievable. She loves to like throw stones from her glass house. She's nuts. I know. I have been considering doing the breakdowns myself, but whoever was writing them was really good at writing them. On their first day of school, how the heck is she going to complain about children getting on a bus on probably, like I said, their first day of school? And she is truly a miserable, nasty woman. I was in shock. You have 2 kids. Can you imagine her? She would become irate if someone said that to her precious angels when they were getting on the bus, when they were in elementary school. Or I'm sure they didn't take the bus because they were just much too special. She probably had to ride them in the Pope mobile to school because heaven forbid they leave the house unbaptized and in a bus.
Don't care about food anymore. I don't know. Call it the weight loss surgery. I don't know. All I want to do is just eat. I don't want it to take too long and I don't want it to be too hard to make. And I just want to eat when I'm hungry and then move on with my life.
She doesn't care about food, but all she wants to do is eat.
You know, why do we have to spend so much time thinking, planning?
I don't think Goob has any friends at all, honestly. Someone that says the things that she's said about women, yeah, get your wife together and all these other things. I can't imagine being friends with a person like that. If my friend's husband behaved the way that her husband does, we would be having a chat. I would not want to be friends with a person who puts up with something like that.
Eating, you know, get it done.
A farm for
T-Dub, when she said that her kids' friends watch her YouTube channel, I was so taken
years of my
so
life when I was like a teenager, and they made fresh apple cider donuts every day, and oh my gosh, insane. So I found a version that is baked, not fried, and it's with oat flour and like pumpkin puree. It's got like a lot of 0-point ingredients. So I'm gonna try to make them and we'll see if they're good.
Which Weight Watchers should make a rule. Just because the various ingredients are 0 points, together they should have points.
But they had good reviews on the website. So
what kind of fucking sense does that make? What kind of sense does that make? Just because oats have no points, if you add them to fruit, they should both have points.
Fingers crossed. And then also we are going to go to Home Goods. I didn't make it in my last vlog.
Now. Ew, she's the kind of old lady did on Teenage Boys. But is she wearing her MILF shirt while she does it?
It just didn't work out with the timing with the baby. So we're going to go to Home
Yeah, he wasn't at daycare.
Goods, look for the Diet Coke Ghost, and see if we find our one seasonal item from that store. Okay, I got Yar some chips to go with a sandwich. A staple in our house is Lily's chocolate chips. Okay, so typically for my oat flour, I just take...
I hate Lily's chocolate chips. I just want to say. Hate them. Hate them. They are gross. They're disgusting. They have an aftertaste. And if you need to, mess your stomach up, just eat some Lily's chocolate chips. No, wait. Did we? I think it was in the live. Tell the joke, T-Dub, because I don't remember what it was. The picture was cute. I didn't know they were tearing it apart on Reddit. They're so mean. Like, who is tearing apart a picture of a baby and a dog? It doesn't make any sense. Her calling him Sonny is so cringe. She's clearly copying Ethan Klein. What? Because she calls her son Sonny? I don't know. Whatever. Someone... How are a can of beer in the freezer and a pregnant woman the same? I feel like maybe we did hear this, but I don't remember the punchline. Probably because it wasn't funny. Oh, someone forgot to pull out or whatever. Oh, God, yeah. Ugh. He's so gross. Something's wrong with him. Like, people like that making it sound like a man isn't also responsible for a pregnancy, a baby, a child, etc. That's so misogynistic and disgusting to me. And that's just how I imagine he acts in his entire life all the time. Not only that, not only is he low class and ignorant, he's ugly, he's obese, he looks dirty, he's a sweaty, like he looks like he has a sheen of sweat on him in every picture. He's vulgar. He's a misogynist. He hates women. Slovenly, thank you. He's a slob. I mean, I could see him being very demanding of a wife. And he probably has skid marks in his tighty whities like Steve Brady. So he also kills animals. Yes, he does. He's a bigot bitch from Palm Beach or wherever he's from. And she can sing his praises all day and twice on Sunday. And I would never believe a freaking minute of it. Because everything I've seen of this man has been deplorable behavior and just seeing with my eyes that he is disgusting. Poor Steve. He's not like Steve in any other way besides the skid marks. Besides the shitty skid mark drawers. Yeah. And his sons are just like him. And Goob thinks that's cute too, because her son walked into a live and was throwing up his middle fingers, screaming and saying, fuck you, this, that, and the third. And she also said people were talking about Andrew and saying that he's obese. And I'm just glad that he didn't read that, because he doesn't even know. He doesn't know that he's obese. He would need to be told by internet strangers that he's obese. Get the OxyClean, Mama Goob. Oh my God. Move Suspicious should be on a watch list. She's a disgusting weirdo. She makes she could make an innocent thing sound like trash. He is morbidly obese. He is. And what is Goob feeding her family that would make them morbidly obese? She's perfect. I would love to know. I would love to know how that Reddit is still there. One of them has to be friends with somebody or something. New Hampshire girl. I don't know, because our Reddit got taken away. And each subsequent Reddit that we tried to make got taken away. And there they stand. And that's the thing, Moth Girl, they keep saying that she's there and she's watching them and she's reading them and she's paying attention to them. If she were, I guarantee she would report it and get it taken down. I mean, we definitely let things slide that we probably shouldn't have let slide, but also we weren't doing all the things that they were doing. They were doing a lot.
Oats and grind them up in the blender, but I've been using a lot of oat flour lately, so I just bought oat flour from Bob's Red Mill. The ingredient is just whole grain oats, which are 0 points. So, if you want to track,
what difference does that make?
In a certain way, live your life.
It's your money, honey.
What difference does what make?
Baking powder. I use so much of this for our Greek yogurt bagels every week. Some of Anderson's favorites were on sale. The Once Upon a Farm veggie and fruit puffs. He loves these. The pink one.
Do you guys think she writes this all off on her taxes? She probably does, but I hope she does.
Yes, she does.
What is this? Strawberry coconut sweet potato. These are his favorites.
Why would you hope that she doesn't? That's her right to write that off. Why would you hope that she doesn't? What a bitch. This is a CPA talking. Through community guidelines. I'm always so confused by Reddit on how to report things.
Favorites for these crunchy sticks. He only likes the strawberry banana, and then he loves little yogurt melts. So this was a pretty hefty restock, and we're going to a cookout tomorrow, and I'm going to make homemade mac and cheese, so I had to get stuff for that. Deli turkey, eat a lot of that. Some baby yogurt, Yara's oat milk. Got some sweet potato puffs for when I make my turkey sloppy joe casserole. A lot of the time, those are out of stock, so when I can see them, I get them. For the mac and cheese, I got just some regular elbows. I got some
LBs.
Italian dressing because when I went to my grandma's, I think last week, she made homemade grilled chicken that she marinates in Italian dressing, and it's always so good. Like, it's such a simple way to marinate chicken, but like do it and then put it on the grill. Oh, it's amazing. And then you are like.
So what do they want her to feed him? Gourmet meals? He's not allowed to have a fucking Cheerio now? I mean, Cheerios are good for babies that are just learning like how to eat and all of that. Like, we don't really see his whole dinner or whole lunch. We mostly see breakfast, which is when Cheerios would be appropriate. We're not seeing his dinner. So he could be eating salmon or chicken breast or whatever, she probably just gives him a little bit of whatever they're eating. So I'm sure Alex isn't eating Cheerios all day. It really pisses me off. And, that they want to make a big deal out of every single thing. Every single thing it's normal to give your baby Cheerios. That's not something bad. He's not only eating Cheerios, but giving your baby Cheerios is like a rite of passage. Who cares? And yeah, she's not showing her grandparents anymore, probably because of the haters. I don't think she's showing a lot of things in her life. And I think it's very strange that they don't understand why Yar doesn't even really want to be shown. They don't get it. I think her grandparents are so cute. And it took me aback when then they started saying that so they want to talk about other people making videos about Alex that are unresearched when they're saying that Alex's grandpa wrote a letter for the dad, when I don't think we've ever seen that. I've never even heard of that. Nella is a pig. Nella will start rumors about anything if she can get views, and she likes to start a panic and then scream over people when they try to come out with the truth. That's what she does when she wants people to join her live and all of these other things. She wants to scream at that person and make them feel stupid and make them feel like they should have never done anything to upset Nella. Like, she seems to think that she's some big bad authority. Like, you don't want to mess with me. I don't give a shit. I'll go on live with her, toe to toe. I don't care. So what do they think about who do they think are writing young adult books and children's books? Do they think it's children and young adults and teenagers? Yeah. Nella really does have the idea that loud equals right. It's wow, that's the first thing that came to my mind. A pig. I could see there being skeletons in Cornella herself's closet. And you know what? I was actually thinking of this the other day. So we don't know what any of these people have in their past. Just like Moth Girl was telling us about one of the past reactors going to jail over stealing from their employer. So we hear that. We didn't know that. So there's a lot of things I'm sure that a lot of these reactors have in their past. I would almost bet the farm. I would bet, excuse me, Tara's mom's farm, that she's got a bunch of skeletons in her closet. We know Priscilla. We know Priscilla must have skeletons in her closet because she is. And none of them have any friends. Priscilla was in a hospital having her tummy tuck surgery, and she was on live all day from morning to afternoon to night. That's how we found out her real name, because she's on live and the woman's bringing her pain medication or antibiotic. What are you doing? And did her husband never visit her? Her husband didn't go. Her sister didn't go. No friends. Not even a client. sad. Sad. She was on there with her spider lashes. She had those spider lashes on in the fucking hospital, looking like Gene Simmons. Oh my god. She's pathetic. Tony was like, "Can you keep her a little longer, mate?" Sorry, I can't do an Australian accent. Tony was asking for them to keep her longer. He's like, "I think she needs another round of antibiotic." I don't feel bad. Yeah. I don't feel bad. Excuse you. I think you mean Elvis. His name is Elvis now. Especially during surgery. Wouldn't your doctor be like, "What the fuck? What are you wearing? Why do you have that on?" Poor Sinatra. I feel bad for Sinatra / Elvis. I was cracking up that the nurses are walking in. I mean, and she's just, hold on. She puts her phone down while the nurses are in the room. What a moron. She doxed herself. The hospital guy with the lashes. And she's like, she had to box black dye her hair before she went. Yeah, that was really fucking weird. Like, and she said that she would like be leaving for a couple weeks because she was going to be in the hospital and she wasn't going to be uploading. And then all of a sudden she's live. Oh, by the way, Priscilla's live. Oh, by the way, Priscilla's live. She's in her damn hospital room. Yeah, we knew it. And then when we started calling her a cult leader and she started leaning into that was concerning. When she said, "Light your candles and say, Priscilla." Like, these people probably really are doing that. She was talking about donating money to her and everything. I guarantee she was accepting people's money. There's no way. This is weird, but I have a burner Instagram because I like to see what the ladies are doing. So I followed all of them and like I wanted to message Priscilla like, "Oh, can I donate anything to you?" and see if she's sending like a PayPal or a Venmo or something just to get the scoop on whether she's doing it. There's no way people like her in real life. And I guarantee she says, "Oh, I only talk this way about Alex because Alex is whatever, this or that." She's talking about her clients. She's talking about everybody. There was no way. You get in her chair, you step out of the salon, she's talking major shit about you. Your hair, your body, your clothing, everything. There's no way she's not. But now, Priscilla is boring. Oh my God. As Shelly, she's so boring. There's nothing fun to talk about. So I just skip any Shelly discussion. I have no interest. I do not care about, well, obviously I'm discussing Shelly right now, but I think as Shelly, she's so boring. Cornella actually might, because she has posted with friends before, but Krusty, definitely not. Who the fuck would want to be friends with Krusty? And oh my God, like, can you imagine eating something from our home after seeing that ceiling fan? Ugh. Tara strikes me as a person that is like a chameleon and will mold her personality to whoever is around her. But she also seems like she will defer to her misogynistic, disgusting MAGA husband, just like Goob. So there's no way that she would be fun to be around. So if she does have friends, they're all like her. They're all cut from the same cloth. And yeah, Cornella has shown the guy that did the basic simple ass hose video with her. And also, like, on her story, sometimes she will be with other people too. Cornella's old videos with her group of female friends. I want to know, she was buying followers for whatever her vlog was called. Cornella is probably the friend that the rest of the group hates. They're like, when the fuck is she leaving? I don't want to have songs saying about me all night. I hate when she breaks into song. It's so irritating. Like, unbig my bird. We don't need it. For the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, we don't need it. We don't want it. Furthermore. Linked below. Loved her. But I'm trying to search my brain for Tara on her channel, and I'm just not coming up with anything. And all I can think of is that I'm equating it to a different person, because Tara, why? I just can't stand her voice. I feel like a lot of them have really irritating voices, like Honey Bison and her jaw wired shut, and Tara with her, her vocal fry and her, like, oh my god, inability to, like, string together any sort of sentence at all, a coherent sentence. You don't have to speak like you're talking out of a dictionary. I sure don't do that. I say like probably way too much. I use a lot of the same descriptor words, but Tara cannot finish a sentence. And that's another thing. I am all over the place all of the time, and I'm talking about 12 different things at the same time. So I lose my train of thought midway. But she sits there and goes, oh my God, what, why, I can't believe it. Well, it's just, and she acts like she has something to say about it. And then she'll go, whatever. We've heard Goob talk to her dog in a very condescending, terrible way. And we've heard Tara talk to her dog in a very condescending and terrible way. And according to them, the way that you treat the dog is the way that you're going to treat other people, because that's what they said about Alex when she pushed Bruno away from the candles. Texas girl. And I do remember, I remember her being on and talking about how she was going to make a live with her husband, and me thinking that her live with her husband was so cringy. I don't know. But the thing with Tara that bothers me to an extreme level is that she thinks that it's okay to talk horribly about other people, Alex especially. She thinks that she can say whatever she wants. I don't care. Fuck your feelings. I don't give a shit. And then if you have the nerve to say anything about her, she will get irate. She will say, how dare you talk about my teeth? I have PCOS. You're talking about PCOS. How dare you talk about my infertility? I'm infertile. And, you should, it's hard not to be able to have kids and all this other stuff. I get it. That doesn't mean I have to be nice to you. That doesn't mean that Alex could have underlying conditions that she hasn't spoken about that causes her weight gain or her teeth to separate faster or whatever other plethora I can think of how to say it right now, but whatever huge amount of things that you want to talk about her about. It drives me crazy. Yeah. She can't take any. Ooh, I'm going to be leaving soon because I'm so tired, but she can't take any criticism, and she wants to make a reaction channel where she talks about how she doesn't care what other people think of you. And if you don't like me, I don't give a fuck. And Priscilla came on with Sinatra / Elvis, walking on a busy street with no leash. And that's another thing. Every time Alex shows Bruno and he has a leash on, they are all up in arms about that. Why are you mad that her dog has a leash on in public? Isn't that a law? I don't have a dog right now, but isn't it the law that you're supposed to have your dog leashed up in public? Why are they so against that? They were mad at the beach that she had him on the leash. There are beaches I know that don't allow dogs. So why? I just don't get it. Why is that a thing? Why are they so upset about him wearing a leash? And I know why they're annoyed by him wearing the leash inside the house, which I think that it's lazy dog ownering to have the leash on in the house. But when she's at the lake or the beach or the ocean or wherever or in public, he should be on a leash. Oh, God. I hate the way she talks to the dog. Oh, my baby. Oh, my little darling. Oh, come in here, little darling. Oh, look at this beautiful dog. He's so beautiful. I can't believe it. He's so amazing. Look at this dog. Yes, my darling. I'm gonna go get you your food in the air fryer. Sorry for the bad accent. I just seriously can't stand it. Is this Bruno you're talking about? I was really confused when she said that Bruno can't take 3-mile walks. What? Excuse me? You're like, how old is Bruno? 2 or 3? Shouldn't he be able to take 3-mile walks? I guess unless something's wrong with him or something. I don't know. I don't know that much about dogs. I'm not like a dog expert or anything, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like I know I know people who have dogs and they take long ass walks with their dogs. And the dogs are like, I don't know, the same size as Bruno, maybe bigger, but also like a doodle. I don't know. I can't imagine a doodle not being able to walk 3 miles, but maybe I can't I can imagine maybe she's like too slow paced for him, so then he gets antsy, maybe. It might be that she walks too slow for him pushing the stroller and stuff. I don't really know. Do dogs get upset when you walk too slow? Yeah. It's sad. What I don't understand is, like, Yar is also responsible for the dog. Yar is a runner. He could take Bruno on a run with him, and he could split his run where he takes Bruno half of the way and then the rest of the way he doesn't, or you could take him on the whole run or whatever. Like, he's also responsible for the dog, and I don't understand why Yar doesn't do stuff like that. And yeah, you can totally hire somebody. Oh, he's part Saint Bernard. I didn't know that. I thought he was maybe I'm thinking of some other dog. I thought he was some other kind of doodle, a golden doodle, maybe I thought he was. But Saint Bernards are like those really big dogs, right? Beethoven. Yeah, it sounds like she's going in the early morning because she doesn't want to sweat either. She doesn't like the hot weather. And she shouldn't have Anderson out in that either, and if Anderson's with her. So, I mean, sometimes with Alex, I just wish she would be honest about the reason. Like, if you can't walk with the dog and the baby at the same time, be honest about it. And say that that's the reason, but also you should be coming up with solutions for your own dog. And that's not for me. That's for the dog. Like, and she doesn't owe us an explanation, but she could say, you know, I don't walk Bruno because he needs to be walked at a different pace. And so I have a dog walker walk him or something. I don't know. Because it is important to really take care of your dog. Especially, I feel like, yeah, he's a high energy breed. Like, he needs, and he could be destroying things if he's not getting enough exercise, which is sad too. Oh my God, the weed killer. I was like, why is she buying weed killer? What am I missing? I haven't seen anybody buy weed killer in such a long time because it's really dangerous. It's dangerous for the dog. It's dangerous for the baby. I'm sure she loves Bruno. But some people just aren't made to have dogs. I know that I am one of those people. I don't know a lot about dogs, and I love dogs. I love other people's dogs, but I know that a dog is too much responsibility for me. With all the other things that I have going on, I would never be able to dedicate the time and attention to a dog that they deserve. So I would never get a dog because I know that I would never be able to attend to a dog that way. It made sense to me too. Sorry. He's a Bernedoodle poodle and Bernese Mountain Dog. He's a Bernedoodle. I really thought he was a golden doodle. I don't know where I got that from. But he's not golden. So I don't know why I thought he was a golden doodle. Bonehead. I used to always want a Saint Bernard because of Beethoven. But if you watch Beethoven, he was like the slobberiest dog in the world. Are Bernedoodles, no, not Bernedoodles. Are St. Bernards and Bernese Mountain Dog. St. Bernards and Bernese Mountain. They do look very similar. Bernese Mountain Dogs are so cute, though. The St. Bernard is like so ugly they're cute, and Bernese Mountain Dogs are really just cute. I don't know what a St. Bernard and a poodle would look like together. Yeah, like all of the doodles do look similar, but I seriously don't know how I landed on Golden Doodle because it just like rushed into my mind. He's not even golden. Ah, whatever. I don't know anything. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the discussion that I like having about Alex. Like there's a lot of things that she does do that is a problem, but coming in hot on all of the things that she does that aren't that serious, I feel like it makes other people not even care enough to discuss the things that are actually valid because there's such a hatred and a nastiness surrounding it. I think having a nice discussion about it and chatting is something that would go a lot further. Doggy daycare, that's so cute. I'll bet you that's really expensive though, because child daycare is very expensive. I can't even imagine how much a dog daycare costs. I don't know. I don't think. How about Tara? We've heard Tara verbally abuse her dogs. We've heard Mama Goob do it too, but we've heard Tara do it a lot. And I don't believe that Tara's out there walking her dogs. I don't think Goob is out there walking her dogs. She never mentions it. She talks about every other mundane, shitty detail of her life. And I've never heard her say, I was out walking Bella. I think that's her dog's name, Bella. Oh yeah, that's true. Her dogs do run around on the farm. And then they come in filthy and lay on her bed. Yeah. All right. Tara gets a pass on not walking the dogs. Oh my God, not a school bus. Did they come to her house and pick the dogs up at the in the driveway? Oh my gosh, that's adorable. The bus is sending me. Now I'm okay. When I go lay in bed, I'm going to Google dog bus. Doesn't she have, I don't know what kind of dogs those are. Marima. She has tell us, Moth Girl, what kind of dogs does she have? It's on the tip of my tongue. I actually do know what kind of dogs Tara has, but I can't think of it. It's oh my gosh, Pyrenees, Great Pyrenees. Oh. So cute, D-Dub. I love that. I I don't think Tara realized how high needs and how hyper the dogs that she got are, because she really is yelling at them all the time. I can't remember what their names are, but Asher, like she, and then she's like, this dog's so whiny, and he always wants something, and he wants to go in and out and out and in and out. I mean, he's a dog, and you got like a really needy breed, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know. These people are crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to have found people that we can like have a discussion about Alex where it doesn't devolve into something really inappropriate. And just the whining. The whining. Oh yeah. I don't know. Just Tara doesn't seem like a good animal owner to me either. Yeah, she does. PP. Shelly with the just every time poor Sinatra or Elvis entered the room, she's sweetheart. Oh, sweetheart. Like, lady, you could not possibly be laying it on more thick than you are right now. She was obnoxious about it. Yeah, I don't think she really, like, I think the dog irritated her because you could hear her. Oh my gosh, excuse me. You could hear her get annoyed, and then she would be like, oh, darling. Oh, darling. She would get irritated that he couldn't get in. Why can't you get in? Oh, the door is cracked. I don't understand why you can't get in. And she would like have a whole conversation with herself about it, and then she would like fakely talk to the dog. So I just wasn't buying it ever. PP does take the dog to work with her because she's posted it before. Which, I don't know. Do people think about dog allergies ever? Like, if you're allergic to dogs and you're in a salon, like, that would be, I don't know, maybe not good. Maybe I'm crazy. But anyway, it's been a while, and I've just rambled most of this time. And I've been yawning too, and I'm like tired. Yeah, like this is what I don't like. I don't mind dogs, but if you're in the middle of doing my hair and the dog needs something, or I don't know, like the dog needs to go pee, like, and you're in the middle of doing my hair, and you're gonna be like, oh, hold on, I have to go walk my dog to go pee, or he's going on pee pads, which is even grosser in the salon. But I don't know, whatever. It's her friend's salon, or her, I don't know, she's renting it from someone else, or she rents chairs, or who the fuck knows. And dogs can be different towards different people. Like, there's no such thing as he never bites, he never does this, he never does that. Like, sometimes somebody will trigger a dog. I was at the library with my kids and we were walking. And my daughter was like, look, there's a dog. And I was like, there's no dog in here. Dogs aren't allowed in the library. And it was just some man sauntering around with his dog. And it did not look like a a disability dog. I can't think of what it's called, an aid dog. But it's weird. Yeah, I think everybody thinks their dog is super well behaved, service animal. Oh my gosh, that shows how tired I am. But yeah, everybody thinks their dog is well behaved, but it just sometimes it does not pan out that way. And I understand an emotional support animal, but I think a lot of people are taking advantage of that, and it's kind of irritating because what do you need emotional support for right now in a grocery store? Buying lunch meat or something. You don't need emotional support for that. Oh, bars and clubs and stores. I don't like, this is going to sound really mean. I don't like when dogs lick me. Like, I hate like the slobber. I don't like, I don't know. It's just it's too much for me. And I feel like sometimes people have dogs that they think are friendly, but it's like, I don't want that level of friendly with your dog. I don't want it. Yeah. I think people they take their dogs too many places with them. Like they want to always have somebody with them. So then they use the dog as a crutch, and then the dog is, sitting in the car while they're getting their nails done, or in the grocery store with them, or whatever. And then it just becomes a codependent relationship, in my opinion, because dogs can form that type of unhealthy attachment if you're never away from them. And dogs can do more damage to you than an unruly kid sometimes. But anyway, I am going to go and look up dogs on a bus because I do want to see that. And I'm going to go to bed. I'm tired. But yeah, it's been a good discussion about dogs and their humans. And I guarantee those people are not cleaning up after their dogs either. Oops. It's been fun, you guys. Have a good night. Go give Beavis some help. No, just kidding. Don't go to his channel and make disparaging comments or whatever he says. Bye.